Today I'm unboxing the eufyMake UV-E1 full color textured printer and a whole pile of accessories. Hey, welcome back to Advanced Geekery. My name is David Gewirtz, and as you can see, we have a whole pile of goodies here. This is the eufyMake UV-E1 texture printer. It is a UV printer that prints full color and layers of texture. It's almost 3D. It's really interesting. The company sent me the printer to review and to work on with a bunch of projects, and they also sent me a whole pile of accessories. So what we're going to do is we're going to unbox the printer first, see what we've got there, and then unbox the accessories so that I can figure out like where I might store it or how I might store it and what we've got and what we're dealing with. So step one is unbox the printer. Step two is Christmas morning. Stay tuned. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've rolled away the cart with all the other parts because I'm going to focus on just what's in this box, which is the eufyMake printer. It is pretty heavy. It's 50 some odd pounds, so I used the excuse to use my winch to lift it up and put it on the table. I use almost every excuse for the winch because I have a winch and that's something I've always wanted. So, all right. Now some of you have commented on my technique of just cutting down the side of the box before, but it's occasionally really useful, especially if there's a box in a box, like we have here. And here. So here we have these Velcro tabby things, and that opens up really easily. Really straightforwardly. And there is our printer. This is the add-on bed. I'm going to move this off to the side and come back to it later. Let's just see what we're dealing with the printer. There's handles here and here, but the plastic makes it a little bit slippery. And that is our printer. So let's get the printer up off of here. There we go. The rest of this is just packing material. There is a glass top. Inside the glass top is some foam. There's a snapshot camera, more stuff inside. And this is where the ink cartridge is going. Right now there's nothing there. And then we have more stuff in here. This piece in here is the bed for smaller printing with a cover sheet. I'll get to that later. And that's the basic printer. And then we have the accessories that come with the basic printer. Let's start here. Inside we have some test printy pieces, power, this would be the filter, power supply, and UV glasses. A pad and the mounting plate for a big printing unit, so to be able to print large objects. So I think the easiest way to approach the entire pile of goodies that came with it is just to bring one over to the table at a time, unbox it, figure out what it is, and then move on to the next one. So let's start with this one. It is an upside down box, or another box in a box. Okay, so this is a DTF laminating machine. I am not going to open this up yet because I'm not prepared to do a lot of lamination just yet. I want to get this thing started. So I'm going to keep this as is. We just know we have a lamination machine. Okay, next box. A lot of foam. This is cool. This. That's the rotary attachment. Put that up here with the laminating machine. But that is for printing mugs and cups and things. Very cool. I should point out that so far I haven't seen any ink. Okay, so this looks like material. Like this is 2-part metal wall mount. This is DTF film. Ooh. This is a 2-pack stainless steel tumbler, which will go in the rotary printing attachment up here. This is a light art painting kit. Not sure what that is. I'm going to keep that out and take a look at it in a sec. And then this is a stainless steel skinny tumbler, also for the rotary attachment. So we can make all sorts of cool cups and tumblers and things. Now let's find out what the light art painting kit is. I am not sure. There's a plate. No, okay. Let me show it to you in the camera so you can see it through it. Looks like a frame with a plug. And it looks like it's a lit frame, like an LED backlit frame that you probably print on this thing with and get lit up, something that's lit up. Kind of cool, kind of potentially interesting. I'm going to definitely see what kind of projects they have for that. I think my wife might really like something with this. All right. Next box. This one's a bit of a beast. So this is a 5-pack for canvas wall art. We're going to really make use of this. 10-pack of ceramic coasters. That'll be fun to build. Ooh, travel mugs. 2-pack of travel mugs. DTF film, which I think is for transfer film, for like transferring on for like decals and things like that. A 5-pack wooden wall art. So I haven't found any ink yet. So I'm kind of hoping that this is ink. This is the ink and cleaning cartridges. Okay, so ink and cleaning cartridges. So we'll be setting that up very shortly. The printer self-cleans and has a cleaning cartridge to do that, and of course it has all of these inks. It has your basic cyan, magenta, yellow, and one of these is black. I'm guessing black. And then it has white, which it builds the layers up with, and then it has gloss. So we'll be playing with all of these. That's kind of cool. I was getting a little worried. Then these last 2 boxes, a spare G cartridge, which I think is the gloss cartridge. And that might logically make this a spare white cartridge because the white's going to be used the most if it's building up layers. Yep, spare white ink cartridge. All right. So we have a ton of goodies to play with here. We have the printer, which I want to put on its cart in the Fab Lab. We have all sorts of test art things that we can make with it. We have the inks. We have all sorts of cool mugs and cups and things, which I'm really looking forward to, although I don't think they're dishwasher safe, so that's something to keep in mind. You can probably make them, but you probably shouldn't run them through the dishwasher. I am not done with this video. I will be back after I read a little bit more about how to set this thing up and install it and do a first print, and I'll be back to do a first print before this video ends. But for now, and probably for today, my name is David Gewirtz, and go out there and print something Awesome. And I'll be back in seconds to you and probably a day or so for me. This program is sponsored in part by the Advanced Geekery weekly newsletter. Want exclusive access to my latest ZDNet articles, behind-the-scenes updates on my projects, and must-watch YouTube videos curated just for you? How about fascinating reads from around the web and a chance to have your own project spotlighted? It's all in the newsletter. And the best part, subscribing is absolutely free. Don't wait, click the link below to get your weekly issue and make it awesome. Hey, welcome back. We are now in the Fab Lab and I do have the eufyMake set up and working. I created the very first of these things. Here's a little look at it. You can see that this is actually a little bit three-dimensional. Kind of cool. Came out really nicely. So that's my print. That was my test print. Setup was fairly straightforward. Plugged it in, put the inks in. There's a spot here for a cleaning unit. It took a couple of tries to get the inks to register correctly. I had to do a cleaning process, I think 3 times. So that was a bit of an interesting little excess maintenance thing, but I did do it and it turned out okay. So that worked out pretty well, and I did the calibrations and the tests and that sort of thing, which gave me, thing after I was done with it. I did try putting in the large tray. This is the large tray. Whoops. And it mounts, there's a mounting piece on the back. I did try putting this in because this is going to be a little bit of a challenge to figure out where to store. So I thought that I would mount it inside the eufyMake, replace this with that, and just leave it there. But it turns out there is quite a stank that comes out of this machine when these doors are opened. I mean, in this room, it's pretty impressive. I did use the fan that I have on my Glowforge, which pulls in through here. And when I opened up the Glowforge, I could turn on the fan, run the fan for a little while, and clear the room out. But it's both very noisy and a little impractical to do that. And the fact is, I don't want to keep the fan running all the time. I came in here, and it's very stanky with this thing, with the bigger the bigger bed open and the doors open. As soon as you open the doors, as soon as you pull these things open, you can definitely smell it. So I'm thinking that I can keep it open when I'm running, when I'm printing something, and then close it up for most normal activity. That just means I'm going to need to find some storage for that. Otherwise, I haven't had any real difficulty with it. It prints, it works, and I'm going to do some more projects with it. I've got a couple more of these little fridge magnets, because fridge magnets are cool. I'm going to try to build some very big, I have, I mentioned the samples before. I have these, and these canvas samples that they provided, and I'd really like to do some of the art and put it up in the back of the workshop where everybody says there's no art. I might even put some up over here because there's, nice empty space right up here that could hold some nice stuff. So I think there's a really good excuse to do some really pretty art with this thing. And those are replaceable. Those canvas things are about $4 a piece off of Amazon, so they might be really nice to do. I, again, am concerned about the fumes, but I think if I close this thing up when it's not running, then that's a possibility. The other thing is that there's a filter here, and some people replace the filter with an exhaust port. And so there is the possibility of, let me put this back in. Yeah, there we go. There is the possibility of putting an exhaust port here and then teeing it off of the exhaust here so that when this is running, it pulls it out. But even then, when I'm not running the fan, if this is open, it's going to smell. So I don't think I can leave the larger tray on, and I think I'm just going to have to manage a way to store the larger tray except for when I'm using it, because keeping it closed is a much better approach since I have to use this room for all sorts of other activities as well. But I'm impressed. The quality of this, I mean, this is my first piece, obviously, but the quality of it is really damned impressive. So I have high hopes for the other stuff. And there we are. For Advanced Geekery, my name is David Gewirtz. Go out there and print something awesome.